Two, one.
Hey guys, welcome to a Tuesday stream. Every Tuesday we come out here, show off all the cool new books and merch that we got in. So we'll jump right off to it. We have the Deadman from DC Comics. The Deadman is part of DC's new Next Level initiative, written by Maxwell Prince, the guy who writes, uh, oh my god, Ice Cream Man. So it's really cool. I like it. It's also the reason why he can't write Archie now, because he'll be doing Deadman forever. Really cool. It's a great new take on Deadman. It doesn't recon anything that you've known about Deadman, but if you guys don't know, Deadman is Boston Brad, a circus performer who got killed and then resurrected as the avatar of Kushna. His job is to go out there and be a superhero, kind of, and bring souls to peace. Now he has a different station, which is what we reveal at the end of the book, which is also why it's called The Deadman, instead of just Deadman. It is in DC canon. It's really cool. If you like Ice Cream Man, if you want like cool horror stuff in the DC universe, it's a great DC horror book. Really dope. If you've never read Deadman before, you don't know anything about Boston Brad, this is a great book to jump into. It is phenomenal from start to finish. It is wordy, but that is because there's a lot of history to go through about who Boston Brad is. It's also kind of a Prince writes in Ice Cream Man also. Really dope. Check this book out if you like Ice Cream Man. Read Deadman. Next up is The Devil in the Herd from Invader Comics. The Devil in the Herd is about without spoiling, because it is a one-shot. The Devil in the Herd is a Western horror story about a priest who's hunting down or being hunted by the devil. I have to put it that way because there's a reason I'm putting it that way. Really cool take. It's a lot of body horror. It's a lot of unreliable narrator stuff going on. Really dope. If you like horror books, it's a great one shot to pick up. If you're trying to get into comics for the first time, this is a kind of easy comic to pick up to read. Like I said, it is just a cool Western horror story from start to finish. The art fits it very well. Like I said, without spoiling the book, it's really dope. Why the priest and the devil are going at it, besides the religious aspect of it being played out in the background, really cool. Love it. If you like cattle rustlers, getting what's coming to them, dope book. Next up is It's Jeff, brand new week. The It's Jeff from Marvel Comics. The It's Jeff books are always collections of the digital first It's Jeff stories from Marvel Unlimited. But if you don't Marvel Unlimited, you can actually get these in in single issues, a collection of the comics. So if you have kids that just love Jeff, or you want to get your kids into comics, this is an easy way to get your kids into comic books. They're easy reads. You can sit there and read with your kids. I read these with my daughter. They're great. They're great for teaching them sight words. It's just fun. They're cute. There's nothing offensive, and it's a cool way to get kids into comics. Definitely pick this book up. Next up is J. Scott Campbell's Just Spectacular collection from Marvel Comics. This book is two things. First half of the book is an interview with J. Scott Campbell as he goes through the process of creating all his art and what he's done in the past and what he's looking forward to in the future. And then the back half is actually an art book collecting all the J. Scott Campbell pinups that made the big wraparound cover for this, which was the J. Scott Campbell announcement poster they did a couple of years ago. Really cool if you're a J. Scott fan. Great. If you're looking for a Father's Day gift for a comic book person in your life that likes like art, this is a cool book to pick up. Next up is Junk Punch from Mad Cave Studios, and this book is insane. So in the future, in this world, everyone has like a weird predilection that they have to play out all the time, and this girl's ability is to punch people in the junk. She's mandated to do it. I'm not kidding. It's a mandate that she has to do it. It's in the world. I don't get it. I think it's weird, but it's so fun, and it's campy and over the top. And it's about her and her friend, who also has another predilection, which I won't talk about, because that will spoil like the fun, weird stuff. This is an adult-oriented book, just so you guys know. It's funny, over the top, and the two of them have to team up as they are deemed threats to society because of what their predilections are. Really funny, really weird, over the top, wacky comedy book. This is insane, but it's fun. If you want some doofy comedy stuff to read, definitely pick this book up. Next up is Justice League Dream Girls, a Pride event. This is weekly. This is for the month of June because it's Pride Month. And this is the spinning hour of Justice League Intergalactic. If you read that, you should be picking this book up. This is about Dreamer and Galaxy as they float through the dream realm. Based on what happened at the end of Intergalactic. If you didn't read Intergalactic, don't worry. I have some copies here. Pick that up and then read this. as the two of them kind of figure out one that places both in the DC universe proper, and two, it's a really cool setup with a villain that we haven't seen in a long time. I like that stuff a lot, and what Dreamer actually means to the DC universe, which is dope. Dreamer's become a big cool character lately, and I like where it's going with her. So definitely pick this book up. Also, it's Pride Month, so if you want to celebrate Pride, it's a cool way to celebrate Pride with comic books. Next up is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1, and you know I'm all about this book, guys. This is a reboot of the Boom Studios Mighty Morphin Power Rangers book. This is written by Marguerite Bennett. This takes place 10 years after the original series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, how the Boom Studios timeline works, you have the original Boom Studios book, which ran forever. You have Power Rangers Prime, which is set in a different universe, and then you have this new reboot, which is set in a different universe. But they're all kind of lightly tied to the original Mighty Morphin TV show. This is set 10 years after the end of the original Mighty Morphin TV show. They make references to other Rangers being around, but they have to come back together for a reason. And that reason is a new villain that showed up that's tied to Rita Repulsa, but that's not her. If you see any of the art and you're like, oh, that's Rita, that's not Rita. It's dope. It has ties to the canonical Once a Ranger Netflix special that came out. It's a dope book. For Power Rangers fans, you definitely have to pick this book up. It is fantastic. Next up, we have only the Savage are left. The only Savage are left is from Dark Horse Comics. Only Savage left is what happens if a pandemic happens and that pandemic turns people to monsters, and the only cure for that is to fight other monsters. It's a mix between A Quiet Place, but if everyone that became infected became Mushroom Men, and they all have to fight Mushroom Men to then become healed. It's really dope, really dark, great body horror stuff, action on top of action. It's a fantastic book. You should definitely pick this book up if you watch Last of Us or played Last of Us. This is a really cool kind of spin on that trope. It's cool pandemic science fiction horror. Definitely pick this book up. Next up is The Ring, The Man Who Beat the Man. This is also from Dark Horse. The Ring is a fictional history about what boxing is as a sport, but what also does. And also, the entire series is about this huge collection of why certain fighters are fighting. Each issue will be a different breakdown of different matches across this fictional boxing world. Really dope. It's a really cool way of even looking at boxing as a sport. I've never done it myself before, and this is a really cool way of learning about it through this fictionalized version of it. Again, what's really different about this is because it's a sports comic, and sports comics are very there's always a sports comic and a twist to it. This doesn't have that twist just yet. Besides it being a fictionalized version of the sport. Really dope book. If you want to know a little bit more about boxing, if you want to read a cool sports book, this is a great way to get into comics. Next up, we have Supergirl Survive from DC Comics. This is Supergirl. Like I said last week, I knew there's going to be another Superman Elseworld coming out, and this is it. Just like most Superman Elseworlds, Supergirl Survive is about if Supergirl and Kal-El left Krypton at the same time, and now she has to raise Kal on her own. And what crazy nonsense is going to come out there in the entire universe with the two of them. It's fantastic to see this story. It's a great setup. If you guys know, there's been spoilers out for the covers of issue 3. This book is awesome. If you are a fan of Supergirl, pick this book up. If you're a fan of Superman, pick this book up because I cannot wait to see where this goes. It's really cool because General Zod's ruling Krypton apparently, and that's going to be a whole other thing that ties into this. Again, really great book. If you are a fan of Supergirl and Superman family, definitely grab this book. Next up, we have Transformers. Transformers, the movie, the 40th anniversary edition from Image Comics, with Dan Mora's cool art on cover. This is part of the Transformers Apology Tour Hasbro's been putting out all year in honor of the 40th anniversary of the Transformers movie. It's just a cool reprint of the movie. If you didn't get it back in the day, if you can't find copies of it, it's a cool reprint as they get through the entire series of the Transformers, the movie comic book. Great for Transformers fans, great for fans of the movies that just want to read it now and can get it in comic book form without digging through back issue bins and trying to find copies. This is a great way to get the book. Next up, we have What If? Uncanny X-Men. This is What If is back in comic book form. What If Uncanny X-Men focuses on if Scott and Malin stayed together as a couple, and it goes from all the way from Inferno all the way up to Krakoa, and what happens if the two of them got to raise Cable. It's really cool. It's really dark. It's fun. If you're an X-Men fan, seeing all the nods to other events and all the cool stuff that happens in the background of X-Men. I love it from start to finish. As I actually like this pairing, actually, so it's really cool to see that happen. And what happens, it's so cool. It's so cool. And I will be talking about each and every what if that comes out as time comes on. But yeah, definitely grab this. These are all one shots. So if you're an X-Men fan, pick up this one shot. And finally, for our singles, we have X-Men 97, Season 2, Number 1, Issue 1 from Marvel Comics. This will actually be a miniseries that bridges Season 1 and Season 2, which is coming out July 1st, on Disney+. This will bridge that gap of why characters are where they're at, what sets up the series that won't be referenced in the series. They did this last time with X-Men 97. They did a prelude comic that gapped between the original TV show and now, and then they're doing this for this time, which I like. I like the additive media. It adds to the story. It doesn't take away things. If you watched all Season 1, this all makes sense. If you didn't watch Season 1 and you're in the process of watching Season 1, watch Season 1, pick up this book, and then you'll be prepped for Season 2 when it comes out July 1st. I love it. It's X-Men 97, guys. I can't gush more about this book than I can. All right, we'll move on to our trades this time. We have Batman Daylight, also known as Batman Volume 1, the Matt Fraction run. Batman is back to being Batman. How and why? We don't know. Hush was supposed to fill that story in, I guess. But anyway, Batman is broke and being Batman. Fraction adds his cool touches like he did in Hawkeye by showing off cool technology for Batman. This book is fantastic. It's a great setup for fans that haven't been reading Batman and want to get back into Batman. This is a great book to pick up that's not Absolute Batman. I'm surprised actually it took so long for this book to come out in trade compared to Absolute, which like launched around the same time. This book is insane. It's kind of like what is Batman now that he has no money, but also not Absolute Batman, but like what happens to Batman surviving in the city. It's great. I love it. It's a cool compilation and continuous piece from the Sadowski run into this. It's phenomenal. Definitely pick this book up. Next up is Spider-Man Noir, the Gwen Stacy affair. This, if you guys are watching Spider-Man Noir on Amazon, dope. We do have the volume that has the original series all in one. This is just a cool Spider-Man Noir story as he meets Gwen Stacy for the first time in Spider-Man Noir universe, in the Noir universe. It's him being a actual investigator, which is dope. Like that a lot about the book. But also, if you want to get to know a little bit more about himself, this is the way you get to know about him in the universe. Next up, we have Supergirl, The World. Just like Superman, The World, and just like Batman, The World, and Joker, The World. This is a OGN, which means original graphic novel, that has a bunch of different stories in it that are showcasing Supergirl written and drawn by different artists and writers from around the world. Really cool, really fun. If you're a fan of Supergirl, if you're a fan of Superman, you should really pick this book up. And we have two little books to talk about. We have DC Compact, Superman Red Sun. These compacts are dope. They're small. They're great for travel. This is what happens if Superman landed in Soviet Russia before the Cold War, and what happens there. Really dope things happen, actually. Really great book. I love it. It's one of my favorite books of all time. Definitely pick this book up if you like a cool, different Elseworld for Superman. And finally, oh no, not finally. Oof. From Marvel, we have two things. Actually, it's weird that they don't call this premiere. This is a reprint of Spider-Man Brand New Day, just in time for the movies, guy. Brand New Day is a soft reboot for Spider-Man. As Spider-Man, I'll just spoil it here, guys. It's been 10 plus years since that happened. So, Spider-Man sold, well, not Spider-Man, but Spider-Man sold his marriage to Mephisto and then rebooted the universe, soft reboot just for his people. And now no one knows Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and Spider-Man's out being Spider-Man, and what happens with all that stuff. Really cool stuff, like Mr. Negative comes, and the Feast organization, and apparently Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day adds Spider-Boy to it. Really fun. So if you're reading that, you can read this, and they're great contemporaries to each other. Read this stuff. It sets up the movie very well. And finally, we have from Marvel Premiere, which is a little bit bigger than the Brand New Day the Premier Collection. This is just Tom King's The Visions. The Visions is great. The Visions is a reimagining of. It's not reimagining. Tom King took the Vision and made him really cool. What it does in this book is that Tom King went out. The Vision goes out to create a family. He's what's that's what he wanted. He wanted it with Wanda. They tried to. That was the original Wanda Vision comic book. So now he goes out on his own to create his own family, and what happens, and the perils of creating your own family, and what goes along with what it means to have a family. And can an android cry? Really dope, really fun. Love it a lot. You should definitely pick this book up. And yeah, and guys, that is it. You can check us out on our website, androidscomics.com. We're putting on books all there all the time. So you can check us out on social media, Androids Amazing Comics on Facebook, Androids Amazing Comics on YouTube, Androids underscore comics, and Androids Comics on X and Instagram. We post things that don't make the show. And guys, I will see you back here next Tuesday around the same time. I'll see you then. Bye.